Namaste, Sharanji.
Namaste ji.
Om Vakradunda Mahakaya Surya Samapprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Bharate Kamarupini Vidyadambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurave Sarvalokanam Bhishajhe Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murte Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयम् करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करम् लोकशङ्करम् सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणम् तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
Om
Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः
अथ
त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः
अर्जुन उवाच
अर्जुन
उवाच
प्रकृतिं पुरुषं चैव क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञमेव च
प्रकृतिं पुरुषं क्षेत्रमेव च
एतद्वेदितुमिच्छामि ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च केशव
एतद्वेदितुमिच्छामि ज्ञेयं च
केशव।
अस्य अध्यायस्य नाम विभागयोगः। क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञविभागयोग अध्यायस्य आरम्भः अर्जुन प्रश्नेन भवति। अर्जुन पृष्टः प्रश्नरूपेण भवति। अर्जुनस्य प्रश्नः प्रथमश्लोकः अध्यायस्य। We have seen this shloka is not there in some editions. That's why Acharya did not comment on this, because probably in his manuscript it was not there. But some books it is there. We have seen this shloka, the meaning. So 6 questions are asked, 6 things are asked. 6 things are asked in just one question. So अर्जुनस्य प्रश्नः प्रथमश्लोकः तत्र षट् श्लोके षट् प्रश्नाः सन्ति। प्रकृतिः का, पुरुषः कः, क्षेत्रं किं, क्षेत्रज्ञः कः, ज्ञानं किं, ज्ञेयं च किम्, हे केशव एतत् वेदितुम् अहम् इच्छामि। And as we saw, this kshetra and kshetrajna, they are synonymous for prakriti and purusha. Prakriti and purusha, the terms used by Sankhya Darshan, the Dvaita Darshana. And it is here in the Gita, but even in Vedanta Darshana, the kshetra and kshetrajna, these words are better. These words are, less confusing compared to Prakriti and Purusha. The same terms are used by Sankhyas also. Therefore, it can be misunderstood. So, Kshetra and Kshetrajna, in fact, Bhagavan will answer Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Because answering Kshetra and Kshetrajna, Prakriti and Purusha is understood. Therefore, it need not be discussed separately. So, Bhagavan, first he addresses Kshetra, Kshetrajna, and then Jnanam and Jnayam. And Purusha and Prakriti also he talks about later, but they are synonymous with Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Prakriti is material principle, Kshetra. And Kshetrajna, the one who knows a Kshetra, which is Purusha, Atma Tattva. So therefore, 6 topics. 6 topics is just one question. And also another thing is that Kshetra, Kshetrajna. Kshetra is Anatma. Kshetrajna is Atma. Purusha, Purushaha Atma. Prakriti, Anatma. So therefore, Atma and Atma Viveka also it is also is done. So it means Arjuna, he understands the difference between these two, but still wants to know what they are separately. So Father Bhagavan says, beautiful shloka, the second shloka, for which there is a important bhashyam also. Shankaracharya bhashyam is very important for this shloka. Let us read this shloka, this that we were reading in the last class. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Idam Shariram Kaunteya Kshetramityabhidhiyate
इदं
इदं
शरीरं
शरीरं
कौन्तेय
कौन्तेय
क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते
क्षेत्रमित्यभिधीयते
एतद्यो वेति तं प्रागुः क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदः
एतद्यो
एतद्यो
वेत्ति तं
वेत्ति तं
प्राहुः
प्राहुः
क्षेत्रज्ञ
क्षेत्रज्ञ इति
इत्यभिधः
तद्विदः
Praguhu Visarga should be pronounced. This Sharparikar Segasya Visarga Adesha Bhavati Eva. So Idam Shariram Ekaunteya Kuntyaha Putraha Tasya Patyam Puman. Tadita what Ekaunteya Kuntyaha Putraha Kaunteyaha Ekaunteya iti Sambodhana Ekaunteya Sambuddhi. Sambodhana Pratama is called Sambuddhi. Ekaunteya Idam, them referring to that which is not a remote, which is immediately available for the perception. Idam referring to that which is available for perception, available for objectification. Therefore, that cannot be you. That which is in front of you. That which is you is Atma. That which is not you, anything other than you is not Atma. That can be referred to as this. So anything other than you is this. Can be referred to by the word idam, this. And by the word this, the body is a shariram, which is proximate, which is so close. Therefore, idam is used. Then the word can be used to refer to that other than Atma, which includes the Jagat and the Shariram also. Therefore, this idam Jagat, idam Shariram, both are of the same nature, Jagat and Shariram. They arrive at a time and they go away. They are Agama Painaha. They are Anityaha. So therefore, idam Shariram. Idam Jagat is Anatma, we can easily understand. This Jagat is Anitya, subject to coming and going. What about the Sharira? We have got tremendous Sharira Abhimana. Think the Shariram to be us and therefore Shashvatam. Therefore, to negate that Idam Shariram, this Shariram is Kshetra. Kshetra is means place, we saw. Kshetra is a place. Punya Kshetram, we say. Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Kshetra. This Sharira is the Kshetra. It means the Sharira, the body, is the Kshetram available for your perception, available for your sight, available for your touch, available for Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, all sense organs. So, since it is Drishyam, therefore only it is available for your sense organs of perception, sight, it is available for sight. That which is Drishyam, that which is seen, that cannot be you. Seen is not you. That which is seen, if that which is seen is you, then everything becomes you. You see a cat, then you are a cat. You see a dog, you are a dog. But it is not. I see a book, I am not the book. It is available for my perception, available for my knowledge. As an object of knowledge. It is Vishaya. So therefore that cannot be me. That is what Kshetram is. In Kenopanishad, we saw Chakshushaha Chakshuhu, Manasaha Manaha. It is the eye of the eye, ear of the ear, mind of the mind. So it means it is not available for the perception of Shotradini Indriyani. That by in the presence of which all these sense organs function, but sense organs cannot objectify it. That is why Shotrasya Shotram Manaso Manaha Vachoha Vacham So Pranasya Pranaha Chakshushas Chakshuhu iti. And we saw in recently in Kenopanishad also. So this is not an object of knowledge. It is not a Vishaya. If a student says, I know it very well, then the Upanishad cautioned. Yadi manyase suvedeti dabrmeva pinunam nattam veta brahmanorupam yadasyatvam yadasya deveshu atanam mimamsi mevate. See, if you know it very well, it means you don't know it. Because the person says, I know it very well, means the person objectifies the Atma. It is not available for objectification, not available for Indriyas. It is agocharam, Indriya agocharam. Indriya agocharatva. Indriyas, because of that. Then how can Indriyas objectify that? It is ever unobjectifiable. That ever unobjectifiable, the ever self-evident, the ever self-shining, in the presence of which everything shines, that is you, Atma, distinct from Anatma. Anatma is Kshetra, Atma is Kshetrajna. Therefore, there is a clean distinguishment. That Vibhaga, the Viveka is Kshetra, Kshetrajna. The Jagat can be dismissed as Anatma. We see the Jagat, that is not me, you can dismiss as Anatma, it is. But what about the Sharira? Because with Sharira, we have got tremendous Abhimana. Therefore, only here Bhagavan it takes that this Shariram is Kshetram. This is also Anatma, only part of the Jagat only. Because of Aviveka and the Shariram, since it is close, proximate, very proximate to Atma. Not in terms of distance, in terms of identification. The house is close to me, the house is not me. I own the house, I own the car. But what about the body? We don't say I own the body. Body is me. Body is also like any other property. But with regard to the body, we don't say I own the body. When the car is, with regard to the car, we say I own the car. With regard to the anything you own, even with regard to your relations also. This is my son. There is some that ownership. That is something different from me, and that I have it. But with regard to the body, that is not there. I am the body. That Abhimana is so strong, that Aviveka. That has to go. So that has to be understood. But Aviveka is, because of Aviveka, the Sharira Abhimana is not able to objectively look upon even the Shariram as an object. So therefore, Idam Shariram Kshetram. Therefore, only Bhagavan starts with the Shariram, which is immediately available for our perception. So our Viveka, starting from Jagat, it should not stop with the periphery of the Shariram. It should still go inside. Annamaya Kosha, not me. Pranamaya Kosha. Annamaya Kosha is me, but I am not Annamaya Kosha. Pranamaya Kosha is me, but I am not Pranamaya Kosha. Manomaya Kosha is me, but I am not Manomaya Kosha. Still down. But finally, you are able to Atma, then you cannot say, Atma is not me. I am Atma. There you stop. Because all the other things they are Drishyam available for objectification. They are Anatma, therefore Drishyam. Drishyatvad. Drishyatvad, it is Anityam. Anything which is Drishyam is Anityam. Drik, Alupta Drik. It is never seen because it is you. It is not available for objectification. It is not a Vishaya. Therefore, that is Kshetrajnaha. Therefore, Purushaha, Atma is Kshetrajnaha. Anything other than Atma, which includes the Shariram also, that Abhimana has to be knocked off. That's why Shariram also, Anatma only is Kshetram. Anything other than Atma, Kshetrajna is Kshetram. So Kshetrajnaha, Kshetram Janati. One who knows the Kshetra is called Kshetrajnaha. The knower means that Nyati Swarupa, that Atma is. Atma doesn't have that ear. It's neither the knower, not the doer, not the eater, not the walker. From the standpoint of the action of that knowledge, it is called a knower. The knower without being the performer of the action of knowing. It is knowledge. Kshetrajnaha, the one who knows, who understands. Kshetram. Kshetrajnaha, one who knows. Janati. Kshetram Janati iti Kshetrajnaha. So Kshetrajna, when we say it is distinct from Kshetra, it is distinct from Anatma. What has to be? It has to be Atma. Atma is as it is, what is self-evident. So the one who knows oneself to be Atma, Atmajnaha, Kshetrajnaha. And the Bhashyam Shankaracharya gives gives a meaning, the Vyutpatti of Kshetra. Kshatatranat, Kshetramiti. Shata. Shata is falling. Shata, falling into samsara. Rana, that which protects one from falling into samsara. Kshatranat Kshetraha. That is one way of explaining the word Kshetra. Or Kshayat, Kshetram, it undergoes destruction. Kshaya, T, Kshaye. Therefore, it is called Kshetram. The body is called Kshetram. Why? Because it undergoes all the time destruction. Some change is always happening. Asti vardate jayate viparinamate aprakshiyate vinashyati finally. So growing, we say, it is what? It is growing is a relative term. It is growing old. Therefore, it is destruction. All the time it is undergoing some changes, some destruction. Finally, final destruction. Kshiyate vinashyati. Therefore, kshayat kshetram iti. Shatatranat kshetram. The Shatatranat falling into samsara. It protects one falling into narakadi, naraka patadi lakshanat rayate. That is how we have to take, protects oneself from falling into naraka, etc. How? We have to use the kshetra because it is an instrument to be used properly to do only dharmika karma and punya. Therefore, you are saved from falling into the naraka. So, kshatatranat, it is kshetram kshayat va kshetram or ksharanat. Another ways of explaining kshara, akshara, we say. Kshara is that which is subject to destruction, perish. That which perishes is called akshara. Akshara, that which doesn't perish. This body is subject to perish, is subject to disintegration. Therefore, Sharanad, Sharanad, Kshetramiti. That way also can be explained. Or another way is Kshetravat Asmin Karma Pala Nishpattehe. Like a kshetra, like the land which is a land, which is a farmland, which is tilled, which gives when it is properly cultivated, it gives crops and fruits. So, like that, one reaps the benefit, one reaps the fruits of one's action through this body. Therefore, this body is called Kshetram. Kshetravat. Kshetravat karma pala nishpattehe. Kshetramiti. So all these the possible etymological derivations. The word Kshetram. Bhashyakara says in the Bhashyam, in fact, Asmin in the Sharira, Asmin referring to this Shariram. Asmin Karmapala Nishpattehe, Karmapala Prapti Nishpattehe, Kshetramiti, Kshetratva, Kshetravat. So therefore Kshetram, the one who knows the Kshetra, that is the Kshetrajnaha. So idam Shariram Kaunteya Kshetram iti abhidiyate. Etat referring to this Kshetram, this body, the Sharira. Shiryamana Swabhavatva Shariram. अथवा देगः दहन योग्यत्वात् देगः इति. The one who knows is called tam kshetrajnah, tam pragugu tadvidah, those who know. So etat yaha veti, etat referring to kshetram, this body. Yaha veti yaha janati, tam pragugu is called kshetrajnah iti. So kshetra and kshetrajna both are different. Iti tad vidah. Tadvidaha, those who know the kshetra and kshetrajna distinctly. Those who tadvidaha is those who know the kshetrajna and kshetrajna distinctly. So here Kaunteya, this body is called kshetram. And those who know this body, this kshetram is called kshetrajna, iti tadvidaha vadanti. Iti tadvidaha, those who know, they say, they know it distinctly. So kshetrajna is the one who looks at this body, from within. It means he objectifies a body. As he objectifies the world outside, or he objectifies, he has the ability, he has a capacity to objectify the shariram also. It means the person is a drik, is a seer, is a kshetrajna. And he knows this body. The one who knows this body, kshetrajna. Apada talamastaka, from the feet to the top of the head, this entire shariram is conscious of it. The sense organ, the sense of touch, it is there all over the body. That's why apada talamastaka. It's available for perception. Sense of touch is there. Sense of touch, the perception, that reveals that Chaitanya Atma is there. Atma is because the body is there. The body is available for perception. Body is an object of knowledge. But there is a perceiver of the body. When you touch the body, there is a perception of the body. That is possible only when the blessed by Atma Chaitanya. Therefore, Kshetrajnaha is distinct from Kshetra. Kshetrajna, therefore, who knows a Kshetra, who objectifies his body in terms of knowledge. That is Kshetrajna. This Kshetrajna, this capacity of this objectification. Again, in the Bhashikara says, either it could be Aupadeshika. The person, either he may look upon this body as an object, like any other object of the world. Either that knowledge, it is either born because of the teaching of the Guru and the Shastra, or it could have been born without being taught by simple logic also, anumanam also. As I perceive the world, so I perceive the shariram also. Shariram also is available for perception, drishyam. An external world, jagat, also available for drishyam. Therefore, by anumana, by logic, it is the fact which is observed. External as well as when it comes to shariram. Shariram also is external. So either because of the teaching of the Shastra and the Guru. Why Shastra and the Guru? Because Shastra, the teaching of the Shastra and the teaching of the Guru, they are not different. So therefore, either because of the teaching of the Shastra or the Guru, which clearly distinguishes the Atma from Anatma. That Veda is Upadeshika, it is taught. Either the person is exposed to the teaching or by using his thinking capacity, the person can know this shariram is observed. The observed is not the observer. The observer, me, is different from the observed. Without being taught also, can be arrived at because it is an observable fact possible. Therefore, this body is known. Otherwise, if Viveka is not there, if the capacity to think and analyze, understand is not there, then the body is taken to be the Kshetrajna, the Atma. That is what the Granthi is, the mixture. The Chitta Jada Granthi. Chitta Chaitanyam, Jada Anatma. Both are tied up, both are mixed up. When the knowledge happens, what happens? Vidyate Hridaya Grantihi. Chidyate Sarva Samkshayaha. Kshiyante Chasya Karmani. Tasmin Drishte Paravare. Mataka Upanishad. That Hridaya Grantihi, that knot which binds, which is snapped when the person is awakened to this fact. When the knot will be snapped, only when the person distinctly understands the kshetrajna and the kshetra. Therefore, kshetrajnaha iti, one who knows. Kshetra, what is kshetram and what is kshetrajna, that person. One who knows this body to be kshetram and who knows the kshetrajna, the knower of the kshetra, says, Tadvidaha. Tadvidaha means Tadvidaha. Tadvidaha. Vidaha Tadvidaha means referring to the person. Tadvidaha. It is Vidadatu Tadvidaha. So Kshetra Yoga Jnanam. Jnanam is knowledge. Darshanam. Kshetra Yoga Jnanam. Tadvidaha. Tadvidaha iti. So for Kshetram, Tadvidaha Kshetrajya Vidaha. Tadvidaha referring to Tat, referring to both Kshetra and Kshetrajya. Kshetram Janati iti Kshetra Vidaha. Kshetrajnaha also. So Kshetrajna Vidaha. So therefore referring to the knower of the field as well as the knower of the knower of the field. The one who knows the field and one who knows the knower of the field. That is Tadvidaha. So Pragu. So Tadvidaha Veda Vidvamsaha Kshetrajnaha iti Pragu. That person. Pragu is Pragu Vadanti Pravakrashena Vadanti Pravadanti Ityartaha. So that person is that person knows. So therefore, Arjuna, Kaunteya, this body is Kshetram. The one who knows is Kshetram is the knower of the Kshetra. Who says, say those who know that. Who knows, they say so. That is the meaning of this shloka. So, Tadvidaha Pragahu iti. Tadvidaha in Bhashyam Bhashyakara said, Kshetrajnau Vidanti te Tadvidaha. Tadvidaha Tad referring to Kshetra and Kshetrajna. So Kshetrajnau ye Vidanti, ye Jananti te Tadvidaha. The knowers of the field, that is Kshetra and Kshetrajna. They are referred to by the word Tadvidaha. Tat is a pronoun referring to both Kshetra and Kshetrajna. That is why when we give the Vigraha Vakya for Tadvidaha, Tadvidaha is a compound, Tasya Vidaha, not Tasya Vidaha, Tayoho Vidaha. Tayoho. Tayoho referring to Tau Vidaha, in fact, it is Tau. Kshetrajnau. It is a Upapada Samasa. Tat Vidaha, Tat Jananti, Tat Veti. Tat Veti iti Tat Vidaha. Veti Jananti. Vidanti. Tat referring to, it's not one thing, it is two things. Because Kshetra and Kshetrajna are talked about. Therefore, Kshetau, therefore Tat is Tau. Tau Vidanti. Tau Kshetrajnau ye Vidanti te Tadvidaha. Kshetrajna, these two things, Kshetra and Kshetrajna, who knows, ye Vidanti, they are Tadvidaha. They are Tadvidaha. They know the Kshetra and Kshetrajna. How? Distinctly they know. They don't confuse. They are the knowers of the truth. They know the Kshetra and Kshetrajna distinctly. That is Tadvidaha. Tattva referring also can be referred to Tattvam also. Tattvam, they know the truth. They know distinctly, they understand distinctly the truth of Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Tattva Vidaha also. Not given, but I'm just saying Tattva Vidaha. They know the Tattvam. They know the Atma Tattvam, Kshetrajna to be the Atma, and Kshetra to be Anatma. Therefore, Viveka is implied. Therefore, Tattvavidaha referring to Vivekinaha ityartha. Those who have the Viveka of Kshetrajna to be different from Kshetra. What is Kshetrajna? Atma. What is Atma? Panchakoshat Vitiriktaha Vastatraya Sakshi Stula Sukshma Karana Sharirat Vitiriktaha Atma iti. Therefore, Atmajnaha, Atmavidaha, Tattvavidaha, they know distinctly, they know, understand Kshetra and Kshetrajna. They are Tatvidaha, Brahmavidaha, Atmavidaha, Kshetra Kshetrajnau ye vidanti, te Tadvidaha iti. Now, the next shloka, as I said, the Bhashyam is there, elaborate Bhashyam for this. You will see that in the Bhashyam class, it is not required for us. Now, we will go to the next shloka. The shloka also important shloka. क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत
क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां
क्षेत्रं चापि
विद्धि
मां विद्धि
सर्वक्षेत्रेषु
सर्वक्षेत्रेषु
भारत।
भारत।
क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानं यत्तज्ज्ञानं मतं मम
क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयो ज्ञानं
क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानं
यज्ञानं
ज्ञानं मतं
मम।
मम।
So what Shastra has to reveal is given. What Shastra reveals, Upanishads reveal is given here. Kshetrajna, that Kshetrajna who knows the Kshetra. The Kshetra, the body main sense complex, Upadi, the Shariram. Shariram includes all the three. Karana Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, and Stula Shariram. It's not only Stula. It includes all the Sharira. Shariram is Shariram, Upadi is Upadi. Karana Shariram also is, it is also a Shariram only. It is called Karanam because it is a Hetu for the Sharira Dvayam, Sukshma and Stula Sharira, which is Avidya Bija. Therefore, it is also Sharira. The one who knows, the Kshetrajna is distinct from that. So, Kshetra, loosely we can translate body, mind, sense complex, the Kshetra. The Kshetrajna who knows the Kshetra is to be understood as what? As Parameshwara, as a Lord. Therefore, Kshetrajnam cha mam viddhi. Mam is me. May you understand. Viddhi. Viddhi is lot lakara. Viddhatu. Satyam Purusha. Ekavachanam. You understand. May you know. May you understand. Me to be the Kshetrajna. Me to be the Kshetrajna. Kshetram janati iti Kshetrajna. It is defined. It is told the previous shloka. Who is the Kshetrajna? It is me. The Kshetrajna. Mam viddhi. Mam referring to who is his mom. Not Vasudevasya Patyam Puman Vasudeva, not the son of Vasudeva, but it is Parameshwara, Vasudevaha. Vasudevasya Patyam Puman, of course, the word Vasudeva will be, but Vasudeva not referring to the son of Vasudeva, but referring to Parameshwara. May you know the Kshetrajna to be Parameshwara. Here Bhagavan uses first person singular. Who is that Parameshwara? Parameshwara is one who is not subject to samsara. He is Ishvara. Paramascha also Ishvaraha, it is Ishvaraha, he is the Kshetrajna. So it is not only with regard to a given one Kshetra, one body, Sarva Kshetreshu, with regard to all the Kshetra, all the bodies, not with regard to one body. Bhagavan is here as Krishna, is not saying with regard to the Krishna Sharira Upadi. He says with regard to all the Shariram, Sarva Kshetreshu, the Kshetrajna, Apam Parameshwaraha, Kshetreshu. So Kshetrajna is not, Bhagavan he says, it's not regard to only one body. Sarva Kshetreshu. It means you are not different from me. You are me. Every person, everything is me. Every person is me. Antaryami. Pratyekatma. Therefore, how many kshetrajñas are there? Kshetras are many. Kshetrani Bhagavachanam. Many kshetras are there. Therefore, sarva kshetreshu. In different kshetras, the kshetrajña is myself. How can one person be present simultaneously in all the kshetra unless he is one, he is undivided? This undivided one alone can be in all the divisions. The undivided one, without being divided, cannot be divided, but can be present in all the divisions. So how is it possible? Only it is possible only if it is Atma, if it is Ishvara, Parameshwara, Chaitanyam, Brahma Chaitanyam, Atma, Parameshwara iti. That's why Bhagavan says, Aham, Mam is Aham Atma Brahma Chaitanyam, Brahma iti. The Kshetrajna is Brahma, Ishvaraha. Sarva Kshetreshu, in all the Kshetrajna, in all the Kshetra, all the field, all the bodies, I am available as Atma, as Chaitanyam. The Sharirams are divided, but Atma is not divided. So Atma is also divided, then like a Shariram, it also will become Anitya. It also becomes Agamapayan, Agamapayinaha. So, therefore, undivided Chaitanyam seems to be divided because of the periphery of the body. It means the body is Mithya. The body is Mithya. Why this, you say Mithya? Mithya Upadhi. By Mithya Upadhi, the Chaitanyam, the Brahma Chaitanyam, otherwise Kshetrajna, seems to be divided. Seems to be divided means not real division. The division is like what? When there is only one sun, the sun is reflected in many water bodies, in many mirrors. Sun is only one. Therefore, there are divisions of sun. Sun seems to be divided by the different mirrors. Are there many suns? No, in reality, there is only one sun. The one sun, there is only one clay. The same clay is the same, out of the same clay, the different pots are made. The pots, the walls of the pot, the walls of the pot separates the pots, one pot from the other pot. But there is one inseparable, undivided thing is that which is common thing, which is clay. Similarly, Kshetrajna is not divided at all. Therefore, Sarva Kshetreshu. It means it is free from the divisions caused by the Upadhi. Therefore, this Upadhi is Mithya Upadhi. So, in all the Kshetra, therefore, there is only one Atma, one Ishvara. And therefore, that cannot be known as an object. It is because of which everything exists, and that which is self-evident, self-existent, that Kshetrajna is me, which is without a second. Advaitam. Kshetras are Dvaitam. There are many. There are plural. Many kshetras are there. That is Sarva Kshetreshu. There is no Sarva Kshetrajnaha. Only one Kshetrajna. Kshetrajnaha cannot be plural. From the grammatical point, it can be plural. Kshetram janati iti kshetrajna. Kshetrajnaha, then kshetrajnyo kshetrajnaha. From the standpoint of Atma Tattvam, it cannot be plural. So there is only one kshetrajna. It is one without a second. So therefore, that is the knowledge. What is knowledge? That is called knowledge. The knowledge of kshetram and kshetrajna, that is knowledge. That's what Bhagavan says here. Kshetra kshetragya yoho jnanam, the jnanam, the knowledge of kshetra and kshetrajna, that is what the real knowledge is. Yat tat jnanam matam mama, that is the matam mama, that is the my mata, my Matam. Matam is view. That's not a view. It is the fact. That is the matam. That is a darshanam. That is a vision. That is the vision of Ishvara. Ishvara's vision. So any other thing, any other knowledge other than this, other than the knowledge of this truth of Kshetra and Kshetrajna, which is Ishvara, what is there? So any other other than this knowledge, that is not knowledge. This is alone is knowledge. This jnanam alone should be considered knowledge. Kshetra jnanam, kshetra jnanam. Kshetra, kshetra yoho jnanam, yate jnanam, tat eva jnanam iti. That alone is a jnanam. Therefore, kshetram, which implies the entire world, which includes the shariram, all the threefold shariram. The one who is the witness of all this is kshetrajna, that is pratyekatma, who is not different from Ishvara. The knowledge of this alone is the knowledge. Yata jnanam, tata jnanam, matamama, that is the matam, that is mata, mandatu. Matam is opinion. It's not opinion. It is not speculation or opinion. It is the truth. It is satyam. Matam is, it is darshanam, Ishvara darshanam, Ishvara's vision. It is a vision of me. It is a knowledge. Yata jnanam matam mama. And here you can see this, there's a Mahavakya is in this. The Shloka, in fact, is Mahavakya Shloka. How do we know it is? Because Sarva Kshetreshu Kshetrajnam, that Ishvara, in the Mahavakya Tat Tum Asi, Tat Parameshvara, is in all the Kshetra. It means all the Kshetra means in my Kshetra also, in my body also. That Parameshvara is in my body also. Therefore, Sarva Kshetreshu, that Parameshvara who is in and through all the things, is all pervading, is everything. Is there in my Kshetram also. It means who am I then? I should be not different from that Ishvara. Therefore, Tat Tvam Asi Mahavakya it is. Therefore, this Shariram, this Upadhi is Mithya Upadhi. What prevents me from this knowledge is Sharira Abhimana due to Aviveka. When Viveka rises, when I see the truth, then I recognize the fact that Aham is Sharira Binnaha Aham. I who am different from the Sharilatrayam or Panchakosha Avastatraya Sakshi, that is Ishvara who is available in and through all the Shariram, all the Kshetra. For Mahavakya. So Kshetra Kshetrayoham Jnanam, one who knows distinctly and understands Kshetra and Kshetrajna, that person really knows. That knowledge is a knowledge, that person really knows. That person is a knower. He knows the fact. Tadvidaha, the previous shloka, that can be connected. He is a real knower. One who distinctly understands the kshetra and kshetrajna is a knower of the fact, the truth. And that is the jnanam. Any other knowledge is not the knowledge. The kshetra kshetrajna, that vivaha is very clearly done. Vivaha is separation. That is why chapter is also called kshetra kshetrajna vivaha. The first shloka, Bhagavan said, the body is a kshetra, the one who knows the body is kshetrajna. Then, if the body is a kshetra, if the body is all, does it mean the body alone is kshetra, or the word also is kshetra? Does it cover only the physical body, or does it cover the sukma shariram, karana shariram? Even though I said sukma shariram, karana shariram and all, but where it is said that our Bhagavan clarifies the following shloka, that kshetra covers, in fact, all the shariram, not only stula shariram. Stulam is over which we have immediate abhimana, tremendous immediate abhimana. It's not only stula shariram, includes sukshma, that is mind, sense organs, as well as this Karanam Shariram also. All these are covered by Kshetra. Therefore, it includes the body as well as Jagat. When it comes to the body, it includes all the threefold bodies, all the fivefold koshas. That Bhagavan clarifies in the following two shlokas. That also he says here. So therefore, Kshetra means not only the physical body, not only the Sthola Shariram, it covers the other two Sharirams also. So subtle body as well as causal body. How do we know? The next shloka says that. Let us read shloka number 4. Tat kshetram yaccha yadrakcha yadvikari yatascha yat.
तत्क्षेत्रं
तच्क्षेत्रं
यच्चया
यच्च यादृक् च यद्विकारि यतश्च
यतश्च
यत्.
यत्
It is drik and cha. Somehow the cha could have probably written separately. It looks like qua and ra, something like that. But this is how the font is. Drik, yadrik plus cha. Yadrik, tadrik, all these are declinable. Yadrik shabda. It derived from the drishta with pin pratyaya. Yadrik. Yadrik cha. It is declinable. Sachayo yat prabhavascha tat samasena me shrunu.
सचयो
सचयो
यत्प्रभावश्च
यत्प्रभावश्च
समासेन
तत्समासेन
मे
मे
शृणु
शृणु.
So tat kshetram, yat tat can connect like that. Yat tat kshetram yat cha yadrik cha yadvikari yatah cha yat. So many tat yat. If you see these, what the Bhagavan mentions, in fact, 6 topics here. In fact, Arjuna has 6 questions, 6 topics. The same 6 topics here, it is mentioned. Purusha, Prakriti, Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Jnanam, Jnaya. Now, here, out of the 6, if you see here, the 4 things are connected to Kshetra and 2 to Kshetrajna. The shloka number here, the shloka as well as the following shloka also, after that also. So the 4 things which are connected to Kshetra and 2 things connected to Kshetrajna are mentioned. What are the things connected to Kshetra? Number 1, Tat Kshetram. What is that Kshetram? Number 1. And Yadrik. What is the nature of the Kshetram? How is it? How does it look? What is its nature? And Yadvikari. What are the Vikari? What are the changes? What are its products, changes? And Yataha is Yasmat. From what is the cause of that? From what it has come? What is the cause of that? So what is the cause of that? So what is the Kshetram? What is the nature? Yadrik Bhavati. Yadrik means how is it? What is its nature? And Yadvikari. What are the Vikara? What are the changes? Changes which undergo changes, produces something. What are its products? And what is from that? Yatascha. What is the cause of that? Yataha. From where it has come? From that, what are the modifications happens to that? And from what it has come? Yatascha. So tat yat kshetram tat kim. You have to supply. Tat kshetram tat kim. What is the kshetra? Tat kshetram yadrik bhavati. Number 2. How is it? How is it? Its nature. Yat kshetram tat vikari. Yad vikari. Yasya vikari kim. What are its vikara? What are its changes? What are its modifications? Yad vikari kim. It's all Napumsakalinga. Vikarin Shabda. When you decline Vikarin Napumsakalinga, Nakaranta Shabda. If it is Pullinga, Vikari, Vikarino, Vikarinaha. Because here it is Kshetra. Kshetra is Napumsakalinga. So Kshetram, the word is understood for everything. Yadrika Kshetram, Tat Kshetram Kim, Yet Vikari Kshetram. Yet Vikari Kshetram is that Kshetram which is Vikari, what are its changes? What are its modifications? Yet Kshetram Tat Yet Vikari Kim. Vikaraha Asya Asti iti Vikarin. Therefore, Yet Vikari. Yet Vikari is a question, interrogation. Yet Vikari. And Yataha. Yataha is from what it has come. For four things are there with regard to the Kshetra. And two things with regard to Kshetrajna. That is Sachayo Yat Prabhavascha Tat Samasena Me Shunu. Sachayo Yat Prabhavascha. Sachayo Yat Prabhavascha Yaha Kshetrajnaha. Yaha Kshetrajnaha Saha Kaha, number one, let's apply. And Yat Prabhavascha, that Prabhava, its glory. Tat Samasena. Samasa is not grammatical samasa. Tat Samasena. Samasa is brief, short, briefly. Tat Samasena Meshunu. Meshunu is listen to me, to listen to the words of me. Mama Vakyataha Shunu, Meshunu. So, Tat Kshetram Yacha Yadrikacha Yadvikari Yataschayat Sacha Yaha Yat Prabhavascha Tat Samasena Meshunu. So we have to say Yat Cha Idam Shabdena Yat Nirdishtam Tat Kshetram Kim, number one. Yadrikitat, that is number two. Yadvikari, number three. Yataha Karyam Utpadyate Tat Kshetram Kim. Fourth question with regard to Kshetra. And Saha Yaha Shabdena Yat Saha Shabdena Kshetrajnaha Nirdishtaha. Saha Kshetrajnaha Kaha. Then Saha Yat Prabhava, that Kshetrajnasya Prabhavaha, glory of the Kshetrajna is what? Kaha. You have to supply Kaha. Tat Samasena Me Shunu. That you listen to me. Briefly, I will tell you briefly. Mama Vakyataha Me Shunu. Shunu is Lot Prakara. Vandya Purusha Ekavachana. Hey Arjuna, may you listen to me. Listen to me and tell you. All these are the questions. So we have to supply Kim. So Yata is there. Yata Kim. Yata Tata. Yata Kshetram Tata Kim. Yata Kshetram Yadrika Bhavati Tata Kimiti. Akamadami Shunu. Yata Kshetram Tata Vikari Bhutatvat Vikari Tata Kimiti Nama Vakyataha Shunu. Yataha Kasmat Yataha Yasmat Kim Bhavati Tadapi Shunu. Saha Kshetrajna. Saha is Pullinga, therefore referring to Kshetrajnaha. Saha Kshetrajnaha Shabdena Nirdishtaha Saha Kshetrajnaha Kaha Shunu. Yat Prabhavascha. Yat Prabhava, yet referring to that Kshetrajnasya Prabhavaha, glory. That also Shunu, may you listen to me. So Iti says, what is Kshetrajna? Kshetrajna is Brahma, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, that is Kshetrajna. The Kshetrajna, Brahma, does it have power to create? It doesn't have power. Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati, Yadi Na Bhavati, then Na Spanditam Api Na Shaknoti. In Sundaragri Bhashikara Bhavan says, Shankaracharya, Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati, Yadi Na Bhavati, Yadi Yuktaha Na Bhavati, Targi Spanditam Api Na Shaknoti. So therefore, Brahma is helpless without the Maya. Upadi. The Maya Upadi alone, this Srishti comes to existence. It becomes everything. Therefore, all Yat, that is regarding Kshetra, and Yaha Kshetrajna. Therefore, may you listen to me. I will tell you Samasena in brief. In briefly, I will talk about that. But Bhagavan doesn't talk about Kshetrajna, in fact. In fact, he talks about only Kshetra. He says he will do, but he doesn't do. But in fact, later when he talks about Nyayam, if you remember, it is one of the questions which Arjuna asked, Jnanam Nyayam cha Mevacha iti. That when he talks about Nyayam, there he takes up the Kshetrajna. Because Kshetrajna is Paramatma, that is Nyaya, that is to be known, that is the Varenyam. Tatsavitur Varenyam, Varaniyam, chosen to be known. There he takes up the Kshetrajna. Because that is what is Nyayam, that is alone to be known. Knowing which everything is known. Tasminna bhagava vijñāte sarvamidam vijñātam bhavati iti. The Shaunaka, he asked in Mandaka, knowing which everything is known, knowing which the person becomes sarvajñaha, knowing which the person becomes free. Therefore, Kshetrajna is Nyaya Vishayaha, that Bhagavan will talk about later. Now he is going to talk about only that Kshetra. Kshetra is this field, that is Anatma, this Prakriti. So that he says. The next shloka. Next shloka is a stuti, in fact. It is a stuti. Stuti is done. Why stuti is done? Generally, stuti is done for Shotra Buddhi Prarochanartham. Even in Mundaka Upanishad also, we saw in the introduction, Vashikara says, in the Mundaka Upanishad, the Brahma Vidya Parampara is given. Brahma Devanam Pratama Sambhavuva Vishwasya Karta, then is Shishya, Atharva, Yashtaputraya, Atharvaya. Why this stuti is given? Shrotra Buddhi Prarochanartham, in order to enthuse the mind of the listener regarding what is going to say. Therefore, there is a stuti is done. Similarly, here also, the stuti is done in the mind in order to create the enthusiasm on the mind, in the mind of the listener with regard to what the Bhagavan is going to talk about, that is Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Therefore, is stuti. In between, stuti is done. Therefore, fifth shloka is stuti. It is a prize. What is that? Let us read. Rishibhir Bhagavad Gitam Chandobhir Vividhaif Pratak
ऋषिभिर्बहुधा गीतं छन्दोभिर्विविधैः
पृथक्
Brahma Sutra Padaischaiva Hetumadbhir
ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव
हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः.
So when praising is done, when stuti is done, then there will be interest on the part of the listener. That is why stuti is done. Stuti is done as a part of the answer to the question of the Arjuna. Here the stuti is done on what? That is, it is Rishibhihi Bhagavad Gitam. Rishibhihi by Rishis. It is talked about in Bhagavad Gitam. Rishibhihi Bhagavad Gitam in different ways. It is sung by Rishis in different ways. Rishis, they sang where? In the Veda only. Sang means not literally singing. Singing also you can take. It is the mantra dashtaraha. So Rishibhihi Bhagavad, or we can take Bhagavad Gitam, which is Smriti and Purana also we can take. In fact, Chandobhihi is there. Chandas is Veda. So Vyasa is Vyasa Rishi. Vyasacharya Rishi is. So he has given Puranas, Smritis and Puranas. And in Vedas, Mantra Dashtaraha, through different mantras, Rishis have given Chandobhihi, Vividaihi, Chandobhihi, through different various Chanda means Veda, Chanda also means mantra. So various mantras in the Vedas, the rishis have talked about, have presented what this is. This they talk about this Satyam, Kshetrajna as Satyam Jnanam Ananta Brahma, and they talked about Kshetra also in Taittiriya Upanishad. The Srishti is talked about. Asmad etasmat, from this, Asmad referring to this, from this, Asmad etasmat, from this, Atma, this Brahma, all these things have come. What Akashaha, first thing Akasha. Akasha Sambhutaha, Akasha Dvayu, Vayo Ragnihi, Agnirapaha, Adya Prithvi, Prithivya Oshadyaha iti. All the five elements, they are Kshetra. And Kshetrajna Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, it is talked about in the Taittiriya Upanishad. So Rishibhihi Bhagavad Gitam, Chandobhihi by Vividaihi Mantraihi, Chandobhihi Mantraihi, Trutak, distinctly in various ways by rishis, they are talked about in Veda, Puranas, Smritis, etc. And Brahma Sutra Padais Chaiva, Brahma Sutra. Now question comes, Brahma Sutra. Brahma Sutra, what does it refer to? Brahma Sutra, it is not Brahma Sutra of the Vyasacharya. Because Brahma Sutra, was it before Gita or after Gita? Brahma Sutra, it quotes Gita Shloka. So therefore, it must have been after Gita. Therefore, how can Bhagavan Krishna quote Brahma Sutra? Therefore, it doesn't refer to the work of Vyasacharya. Brahma Sutra, Brahma, the word referring to Shastram Upanishads. So, Brahmanaha Suchakani, Brahma Sutrani. Brahmanaha Suchakani, what? Atma eva, Atma iti. So, Brahma Sutra Pada. Brahma Sutra Pada is Shaiva. Pada, the word Pada, in the Pada, Padyate, Gamyate iti, Pada. That by which you understand, you know, that's called Padam. So therefore, Brahma Sutra Padayisheva, that the words by which the Brahma is understood, the knowledge of Brahma is gained. That for referring to the words of the Veda. So Brahma Sutra Padayisheva, by the words of the Veda, and also Hetu Madhihi. Hetu is cause, Hetu is reasoning, by reasoning. Shruti Mata Tarka, Tarkonusandhiyatam. What is revealed by the Shastra, by the Veda, it should be assimilated. It should be understood without any doubt. Doubts may be there, so the doubt has to be clarified. And there should be clear understanding, free from vagueness. So all these are important. Otherwise, Samshaya Ragita Jnanam is Ajnanam only. Pratibadha Jnanam is Ajnanam. This Samshaya, this Viparaya, all these are Pratibandha, Pratibadha Jnanam. So these have to go. Therefore, we apply reason, we apply logic. Because our mind is logical, intellectually we have to get convinced. Therefore, apply tarka, apply reasoning. Therefore, statement without reasoning, it's not just, you cannot just swallow. Statement backed up by reasoning is acceptable. It is acceptable to our intellect. Therefore, Etumadbihi referring to the reasoning, referring to tarka. What tarka? Not Shushka tarka, Shruti Mata tarka. The teaching of the Shruti is supported by logical analysis. That is what in fact Brahma Sutra does. That Brahma Sutra work is later work. That is different. So Shruti itself gives. So Brahma Etumadbihi Vinishchitahi. Vinishchitahi means Visheshena Nishchitahi, Nischaya, Tatpari Nirnaya. That is called Nishchitahi. Vinishchitahi, the word referring to Tatparya Nischaya. How does Tatparya Nischaya done? By Shad Linga. Upakramopasamharaha Abhyaso Puvatapalam Arthavadopapattischa Lingam Tatparya Nirnaye. For Tatparya Nirnayatum, the sixfold linga, sixfold the signs, the sixfold methods are employed. That is, we can arrive at the Tatparyam of the Shastra by sixfold the linga, the Shadlinga, Upakrama, Upasamhara, introduction and the conclusion. The topic is same, and there is a repetition of the teaching, and it is a unique topic. It is not covered by any other Shastram, and there is a phalam and supported by logic. By that, the Tatparya of the Shastra is arrived at. So therefore, Vinishchitaihi. So therefore, the words of the Shastra reveal Ishvara, reveal Brahma without any doubt, free from samshaya, by supported by logic, supported by reasoning, very clearly, without any doubt. The stuti is done of the Kshetra Jna Brahma is done. We will see. We will see the next shloka, the next class. So this is the only shloka where Kshetrajya, that Brahma stuti is done, but it is not talked about. The next shloka, Bhagavan will jump to Kshetra. This fifth shloka is stuti of Kshetrajya, Ishvara stuti, Brahma stuti. That is revealed by the Shastra. Brahma Sutra Padaihi, with the help of the Hetumadbihi, with the help of logical reasoning, it is clearly, without any doubt, it is presented by the rishis or sung by rishis in many ways, manifold ways, by the mantras of the Vedas. That is the meaning. This is only shloka where Kshetrajna is just entered, Stuti is done. The next shloka onwards, Kshetram only is talked about. Kshetrajna you will pick up later. We'll stop here, we'll continue next class. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stanvanti Divyai Vedai Sangha Panishadai Jayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Om Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Dhanyavada. Sorry, I didn't see the time.
Okay.
धन्यवाद